is this? It's a bar.
Welcome to the Irish stool, buddy. Pull one up and I will see what we can do for you.
Irish stool. Catchy name. Very evocative.
I like to think so. Well, what will it be? My pleasure. You want some more?
Not right now, thanks. I've got something to get to.
I'm looking for an apartment. It's got to be around here somewhere. Something up there. Oh, hello. What do you reckon? Don't think you can get...
I bet I could wrap them around you.
She booked a place here? In a private... Go away! She booked a place here? In a private room? I'm sorry, but I'm still freaked out by all this.
Just trying to work out how to get...
Ahoy!
Money up front.
No.
Was I right about this place or what?
Absolutely. The architecture in the old sector was great. But this area is every bit as amazing in a completely different.
Oh.
It's too bad there's no helicopter tour. I'd love to see the way the two eras come together from above.
When I was in Nepal, we slept on the roof for my meal.
Hello. I can't see an apartment here at all. Let me just check this guide. The single. As in, there's only one. So there must be one somewhere around here somewhere. And it's upstairs.
I love your...
It's taking everyone's drinks and... Mine. It's all mine. Let's do this point of interest while I'm here anyway.
Make sure to show respect.
What am I supposed to do here? I was extended the favour I owe him for releasing Collar's gear. He wants me to talk to the owner of the Red Queen, a woman named Masa Kadlek.
Masa Kadlek. I am the owner of the Red Queen. I make a point of knowing everything important, but you, I do not know.
Could be I'm not important.
Oh, please. Have you seen yourself in a mirror lately? Besides, I have a healthy curiosity. It is important to a mother.
Mom wouldn't be thrilled about me being in a place like this.
Really? I can't imagine why. A good time never hurt anyone.
People are getting hurt, you might end up seeing more of me than you'd like. I don't think the clients are the ones in danger of getting hurt. If you say so.
If people are getting hurt, you might end up seeing more of me than you'd like.
If you're so concerned, by all means keep your eyes open for misconduct. It's like I always say, a safe client is a paying client.
It's not the safety of the clients I'm worried about.
The Red Queen is a family business. My eldest son works the bar. The other does security upstairs. Come in on the weekend, and you'll meet one of my nieces, Agnieszka. She's the late show. You see, around here, nothing comes before family.
This place, it's a value of an operation, is that right? Does that include a kid named Dominic? What can you tell me about the red light district?
What can you tell me about the red light district?
Oh, you can't be that naive. Then again, we don't get many of your kind through here, as clients.
And why is that?
Because the Diwalis control it. Now, if an Og's money is good, it challenges our preconceptions. We can be very accommodating. Still, when it comes to your kind, some among us are... what's the word?
Intimidated, skeptical, ignorant.
Ignorant?
No. Our mistrust is not based on ignorance. A man's wants, desires, demands. Those are predictable. But technology has proven itself most unpredictable, don't you think?
I understand your family is very important to you. Does that include a kid named Dominic?
Ah, I didn't think you were here for the scenery.
I'm here to repay a favor.
This club is my confession. People stop by, whisper in my ear. Sometimes I forgive, sometimes not. Lately, I hear one of the Diwali men wants to reconcile with me. How old-fashioned of him.
He helps you out, you help him out. I take it Dominic's causing some kind of trouble.
Dominic has made bad choices, for himself and for his family. We have tradition to consider. So I ask you, what is the best way to get a hot-headed young man out from where he does not belong?
Drag him out. You talk to him, you say whatever it takes to make him understand your point of view. Oh, God, I don't know. If you know for a fact he's in over his head, why give him a chance? You go in there and drag him out.
You say he's a man. You treat him like a man. Let him find his own way out.
No. Left to his own limited ability, Dominic will get himself shot, or stabbed, or drowned in his own piss.
Then what did you have in mind?
My hands are bound by politics. You, I think, have the look of someone used to working around political matters. Perhaps you could kidnap Dominic.
I want to understand this better. What makes Dominic your problem?
I want to understand this better. What makes Dominic our problem?
Sometimes the Valley operations need sharp young toughs who can wave a gun, and sometimes they need men who can look good in a suit and make allegiances.
So which type is he?
I made an arrangement for Dominic. I found him a woman, found him a place away from all this, where he was useful to the family. But he thinks he knows better. He thinks like Radich Nikolats.
He's a runaway groom. You wanted to marry him off, he wants to sit at the kingpin's table. And this costs you, doesn't it?
You're very perceptive. Dominic is disposable to Radich, but to me, he can bring a more capable wife into the fold. My fold.
Alright, where's Dominic now? What do you want me to do?
They call it Hotel Narikala, an old Georgian joke. One of Radich's safe houses. Dominic knows we cannot interrupt Radich's hospitality.
And that's where I come in. It's heavily guarded, I assume.
And surveillance systems, alarms. This is the boy.
So I sneak into this building, find Dominic, tell him he's expected back home.
No. You get in, you incapacitate Dominic. You bring him out and leave him in a cozy storage locker. No one can see any of this happen.
You want me to knock this guy out and drag him through a building full of Radish's men, undetected? You're kidding, right?
Where I am from, abduction of the bride was a time-honored custom. So you think of this as an act for equality. You'll know Dominic by his tattoo. Do not bring me the wrong man.
So that gives me side mission 9. I haven't had side mission 8. I would have thought I would have had that by now. We might just naturally do it.
Really? Just like that?
Taking all your money, mate.
Consider it a funereal gift.
I will. Right. I just did watch a little clip to find out where this ebook is, so we're going to go and do that. I need to get out of this place, it's doing my head in.
Finally, a real man.
Right, it's over this way. It's up here. Oh, how am I going to reach that?
Fucking tourists. Learn to walk at a normal speed.
Do you reckon I'll... Yes. It's in here. What's that? Microwave all the way up there. There's the ebook. Seriously, who has a set of lockers in their room? Someone who obviously means business. Right, I'll come back to you. Collapse of an industry. LIM. Funded through government grants, corporate sponsorships, private endowments and bequests, Liberty in Mind and Body International, better known as LIM, was the populist face of augmentation industry. Its mandate was to provide information, medical treatment and outpatient care for anyone seeking to improve their quality of life through medical augmentation. When the organism hit, funding dried up overnight and demand for augmentation surgery plummeted. Before long, many countries were passing laws prohibiting the installation of new augmentations. Within months, the majority of the 1,900 LIM clinics worldwide closed their doors. The few that are still open no longer perform augmentation surgery. Most are run by technicians who distribute naproxen and may do minor maintenance on augmentations, and this only where local governments allow. While human enhancement technology has not yet suffered a death blow, it may be argued that the vanishing LIM clinics portend the end of mechanical augmentation for the general public, at least for the foreseeable future. Ouch. Oh, that's one hell of a network of stuff. That one first, I suppose. Just
anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Jesus Christ, I warned you, didn't I? 30% is nuts, but it's preferable to getting killed. We make a good team, but if I get a visit from some Georgian meth head with a baseball bat, you can be sure I'm going to tell him what good friends we are, so you don't miss the party. Who's that from? Right, so, reference. Oh, this goes on for quite some while. Okay, let me start from the bottom. Neda, I got a good shipment for you on the way. We busted a warehouse belonging to an orc separatist sympathizer and seized a good haul of weapons. Still nothing on any lancers, fulgurs, or a devastator. You weren't kidding when you said were rare. Still, this is a good one. My promotion to Deputy Inspector came at just the right time for us to be the rich men. Joseph, we have a problem. My contact in customs was bringing the stuff to my place and ran into the Diwalis. He ditched the shipment before they grabbed him, but I don't know where. The fucking assholes didn't find anything on him, but still must have smelled something was up. He's breathing through a tube in Prague General right now. I think they know someone's dealing out of their bullshit rules, but if they knew who I was, I'd be dead already. I'm pissed at losing the hardware, but until my guy wakes up, we're going to have to sit tight. I can't send you any credits to grease the wheels until later, so you'll need to stall on your end or something. There you go. So this person's doing some dodgy dealings. I'll nick his wine. Okay, right, that's that one. Do that.
Wonder how they're doing at the casino.
Where's the shop in this one? Is it over there?
This is Eliza, reporting to you.
Where you going?
From Picus.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
The dead one, the one whose body they found torn apart by some animal? I think you know which one, and I think you know exactly why I'm here. Her body was found in an alley.
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
What went wrong with your marriage? You got divorced, and obviously something did.
What are you, 5? Adults get sick of each other. The ones that don't are just pretending. Lock any two people in a room, and they'll learn to hate each other sooner or later. It's the most natural thing in the world. I'm actually surprised Angie held out as long as she did. You know, people say I'm not very easy to like.
You don't say. So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Anything else come to mind about Angela?
At night, her hair used to get in my nose and make it itchy. It was annoying, but nice. Made me feel human.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie. Doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose not to. Case closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you've done.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. 2, society has a right to protect itself. And 3, where were you tonight?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I've gone up against them before. I've seen a lot of them die.
Yeah, well, guess that makes 2 of us. I was in New South Wales. I saw my share of dead.
Australia? You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
You've had a hard time adjusting to life after Bell Tower.
No more than anyone else.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
Elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat.
I mind if I turn your TV off because I'm sick of hearing that.
Sure, kick me while I'm down.
Oh, took your drink. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there's an ebook in here. Have I read this one? AI by Johnny Gunn for Angie. AI took pleasure in screwing you over. So much senseless time. I took pleasure. Killing in the quiet was kindness of a kind. My hands are Sunday's best. My brave new feet. I only mind. Wow. No, I don't want to do that. I must have searched this apartment already, but obviously that wasn't there. This is going to be the evidence. Medical referral form. Dear Mr. Gunn, your question, can augmented hands itch? The sensation you're describing are not possible. 2024 was a good year for hands. It's no more possible for your knuckles to itch than it is for your palm to sweat or your fingers to leave prints. Biomechanically speaking, these things cannot happen given the model you have installed. It strikes me that you continue avoiding the greater problem, i.e. that Bell Tower had you augmented against your will. I'm afraid there's no cream I can prescribe for that. Ideally, I would refer you to my colleague, Dr. Hallett. If you're interested in speaking to her, let me know. Just keep in mind that your insurance has expired. So there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Or take your rifle ammo. These sobriety chips are from Johnny Gunn's apartment. Johnny was a recovering alcoholic member of the NAA group called Second Breath. I looked into the previous murder case that's similar to Angela Gunn's. That's old police report mentioned that the previous victim was a member of the same group. Doesn't necessarily mean it's him. be someone else in that group. Oh.
Why are you still here?
Found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands on New South Wales is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a partial print on her neck, which, apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I didn't come here to arrest or absolve you, only to ask questions.
Apology accepted. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be left alone. You got me mixed up with someone else. Happens all the time. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone.
Does that mean I've found the evidence in here then?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's marking me off as that. Okay. So that's all of that. It's definitely not him then. You may have found enough to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder, at least enough to let me know what fits and what doesn't. It's neither of the two suspects. I reckon there's someone else. Oh yeah.
If there isn't. Yeah.
There is a cellar here, isn't there? I'm sure there is. No, maybe not. Laundry room. There's usually someone. Must be that apartment. It's all locked up. No, not that one. There's no one here buys and sells stuff? Oh, okay, maybe not. Definitely looked at that one, haven't I? Yeah. Okay, I will head over to wherever I need to go. Train station. Those two. Well, I don't think it's either of these guys. I think there's a copycat killer. Let's see what we can do.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
I don't think you're going to like this. That politician Radko Perry, I believe he's guilty of killing Angela. I think your hunch was right about all along. As much as I hate validating your department's orders to go after Johnny Gunn, I believe that's exactly what you should do. Truth is, we're not even close, not yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
It's a copycat. Forget Johnny. Look, I don't know who the killer is. I thought it might be Radko Perry at one point. He was responsible for all of this, but that was a dead end, just like Johnny's a dead end too. This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right, let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
Look, I'm just telling you what I found. For a while I thought it might be Radko Perry, that maybe he was behind all of this. But that wasn't right either.
What makes you so sure?
I pretended to be Radko during a text messaging conversation. Turns out he rented himself a couple of augmented girlfriends the night of the murder. He was with them the whole time. They got video that proves it, and they're using it to blackmail him.
The less I know about Radko's personal life, the better. What I meant was, what makes you so sure it can't be Johnny?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie!
Hey.
It's time to wrap this up.
Alright, I think that should make me okay for side mission 11.
Get someone to pick her up.
I believe.
Let me do my job.
Okay.
Forget him for now.
I believe now that I've, because I've said it's not over them.
Are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I reckon it could be Daria. This makes sense.
Static watches. It's about time.
That room's all boarded up. I don't know why I'm going up here. I really don't know why I'm going up here. Right, okay. I was going up to my apartment actually, because I think, yes. I wonder if it's her. Is she an alcoholic? It'd be interesting to know. Where's her apartment? That's her apartment, isn't it? Maybe not. I don't know where she is. How did I miss that? Palisade, centralizing secrets. Samizdat is all about truth and information, which is why we consider the greatest things to happen in Prague in the last 15 years to also be the worst. The creation of the Palisade Bank in 2017 created a welcome surge in the economy and put Prague back on the map, improving everyone's quality of life. Or did it? Since then, thousands of companies and their powerful owners have hidden behind these treacherous walls, allowing many to conveniently sidestep normal regulation or transparency in their business practices. And it's not the corporations who apparently pay the highest price for such secrecy. When a Palisade employee recently attempted to steal sensitive data, the aspiring thief was efficiently terminated by the bank's alarmingly lethal security system. Proud parents of the Palisade, Talwa and Oshira, presented this as an unfortunate but reassuring example of why their clients can consider their private data safe. Whether true or just another corporate cover-up, the fact that a human employee was in a position to compromise the world's most secure data bank must worry those with invested interests. For now, one thing's painfully clear. If you decide to keep your secrets inside Palisade Bank, don't forget your password. Eliza Kassan, who is the real face of Picus. Everybody knows Eliza Kassan, making bad news look good for years. The mouthpiece of those moguls of misinformation at Picus is a valuable commodity to the world's biggest media circus and one of the most famous people on the planet. So it seems strange that we know so little about her off camera. After the Org incident, Kassan suffered a mysterious breakdown and disappeared from public view so abruptly that it even led to speculation of her death. She later returned with no official statement, but something felt off since then. Did she die in 2027? Is Pix's popular puppet merely a coaching look-like? Maybe we don't know, but Eliza like we thought we did. Maybe we don't know Eliza like we thought we did. She's an AI. Someone been in my apartment, or did I just leave it open? I probably just left that open. Oh, look. How did I miss this stuff, or was it regenerated? I mean, that's still on there. I clearly didn't do a... Obviously didn't do this thoroughly enough. Right. I'm hoping this will give me another... whatchamacallit? Memory disk reader.